Copiapó, capital of Chile's Atacama region, is located 811 kilometers north of Santiago, an oasis at the heart of the driest desert in the world. The region is rich in mineral deposits, and it was these very hills that bore witness to the incredible rescue of the 33 miners trapped in the bowels of the earth. Today, it's the scene of the third stage of the Cross-Country Rally's World Championship, organized by the International Motorcycling Federation, or FIM. The Anti-Casino is playing host to the competition's warm-up events. 35 of the best riders in the world are about to take on the 2017 Atacama Rally. The press conference prior to the race opening was busy. All eyes of the domestic and international press were on Sam Sunderland, winner of the 2017 Dakar Rally, Spanish rider Laia Sanz, many times women's trial and Enduro world champion, and Pablo Quintanilla, the defending champion of the cross-country rally.
It's an honor for me to be here to race again in Chile, and I hope one day the Dakar returns here because I think I have a big potential. And yeah, the team have been working really hard, and hopefully we have a good race, and good luck to all the other competitors, and I hope everybody arrives safe in the finish.
Será un poco difícil, sobre todo los primeros días, pero al final mi objetivo es hacer un buen Dakar y estoy aquí para entrenar.
Se pensó en un comienzo una operación, así que feliz de no haber parado las competencias, de seguir en ritmo y bueno, intentaremos tomarnos las cosas con calma.
Sunday, the 13th of August, the Copiapó Valley is warm, but with a chilly breeze coming in from the Andean foothills. Some unexpected rain over the past hour in the northern Chilean desert has wreaked havoc over the short but intense 14-kilometer stage. The water has washed away route markers, leading to some riders to lose their way as points of reference become more difficult to pick out.
Me he sentido muy bien encima de la moto, pero mal porque había un waypoint ahí un poco raro, no acabo de entender qué ha pasado y vamos a ver ahora qué pasa.
Hay que salir con cabeza porque esto recién comienza. Copiapó una etapa maravillosa, muy parecida a la que corríamos en el Dakar.
Apenas hemos hecho 15 kilómetros, el kilómetro 10 ya me planté, la verdad que me quedé colgando en una duna muy interesante, la verdad que la duna no es nuestro fuerte, pero hay que ir aprendiendo y bueno, tiene su técnica, ¿no?
Times were brought back to zero and no penalties were applied. Everything began again on Monday, the 14th of August, 226.18 kilometers through the desert around Copiapó. Start and finish at Post 1, an iconic site for the locals who love motorsport. Chilean riders and divers dominated the three competition categories. Pablo Quintanilla is looking to defend his title. He arrived in Copiapó off the back of an injury that had kept him out for 2 months. And today, he was flying. The man from San Antonio set a time of 2 hours, 23 minutes and 12 seconds, placing him ahead of Argentine Kevin Benavides and Portuguese rider Paulo Gonçalves, who both ride for Honda HRC.
Contento de hacer mi primera etapa de carrera después de la lesión, me sentí muy bien. Pienso que vamos a hacer unos pequeños cambios con la suspensión para el día de mañana. Y nada, estamos recién partiendo la carrera.
The stage was a bitter pill to swallow for the KTM factory team. Current Dakar champion Sam Sunderland, Matthias Walkner and Laia Sanz placed 5th, 7th and 12th, respectively, in the general classification.
La verdad que difícil porque salí adelante, así que ha tocado abrir bastante parte de la especial.
Been a bit of a difficult day for me. I knew that I would lose a bit of time today, starting towards the front and opening the way with the fast guys starting back.
Ignacio Casale on his Yamaha had the perfect stage in the quads category. He made it round in 3 hours, 6 minutes and 36 seconds. Rafał Sonik, meanwhile, came in 18 minutes and 31 seconds behind the winner. It was a tough test for the European rider.
The stage was exactly as I expected. The riders which were in the back had a very nice track, so all the riders which were in my back just passed me.
In the cars category, for the first stage of the Covasur South American Championship, first place went to Chilean Antonio Asbun as he clocked in at 2 hours, 33 minutes and 45 seconds. He was followed in by Bolivian Rodrigo Gutierrez in his Toyota in a spectacular finish together with Argentine Emiliano Spataro of Renault.
Lo pasé al principio, después nosotros rompimos una goma, nos alcanzó, nos volvió a pasar y ahí sobre el final terminamos más o menos en la misma línea, así que estuvo entretenido.
In the bikes category, Pablo Quintanilla is ahead in the overall standings, followed by Argentine Kevin Benavides and Paulo Gonçalves of Honda HRC. Chileans Ignacio Casale and Giovanni Enrico took the lead in the quads category, while Antonio Asbun leads in the cars. Tuesday, the 15th of August, second stage between Copiapó and Taltal. The stage crosses 308 kilometers of testing terrain through the Atacama Desert. The dense Camanchaca morning fog delays the start by 2.5 hours. But kilometer 164 was the cruelest for Pierre Renard, who took a nasty pill. The first man on the scene to help out was Daniel Gouet.
Me tocó estar ahí con él hasta que llegó el helicóptero, socorriéndolo ahí con Laia. Y nada, hasta que llegó el helicóptero estuvimos con él. La verdad se quejaba bastante, así que esperemos que no sea nada muy grave lo que tenga y mandarle un abrazo y mucho ánimo para que se recupere luego.
Laia Sanz also helped take care of the Frenchman. It was the third time the Catalonian has had to help another rider in the middle of a stage. The FIM even awarded her the Fair Play Award after a terrible accident during the 2016 Dakar Rally.
Estaba consciente y sí que estaba hablando con él, pero está claro que tenía dolor y bueno.
The Frenchman was rescued and taken quickly to the Atacama Clinic in Copiapó. Later, he was able to recover well in Santiago. The stage ends. The caravan arrived at Taltal, where they were received by a town that had bent over backwards to accommodate the Atacama Rally. What's more, they were treated to a traditional dance show.
Bajo mi mandato es segunda vez que viene y creo que debo sentirme muy orgulloso porque a la larga, cierto, hay un compromiso asociativo entre el organizador y nosotros como municipio. Creo que esto que estamos viendo acá, este tremendo marco de vehículos, cierto, llevan a que la comuna también se incentive, que la comuna también participe.
But back to the race. The riders crossed the line after 165 kilometers of the special stage racing instead of the 308 kilometers initially planned. The stage was won by Argentine Kevin Benavides, who was the fastest over the sandy desert terrain. The man from Salta led with a time of 1 hour, 39 minutes and 25 seconds, followed by Englishman Sam Sunderland of KTM, 17 seconds back, Franco Caimi of Yamaha, 38 seconds back, and Pablo Quintanilla, 1 minute and 3 seconds off the pace, in fourth place.
Por eso, obviamente feliz por la victoria de etapa. Quedan 3 días por delante, así que obviamente hay que ir
In the quads category, there was a win for Ignacio Casale of Yamaha with 2 hours, 4 minutes and 46 seconds, followed by Dutchman Kees Colin, 5 minutes and 5 seconds behind.
La moto perfecta, mi Yamaha no ha tenido ningún problema y eso me tiene contento porque hemos creado un quad irrompible casi.
For the third stage of the Codasur South American Championship, Chilean Antonio Osbun was able to extend his lead over Bolivian Rodrigo Gutierrez of South Racing and Chilean Jorge Latrach of Toyota.
Mantuvimos la diferencia, logramos meterle algo de 10-12 minutos al segundo en 160 kilómetros, lo cual es mejor incluso que lo que habíamos metido en la duna.
The Atacama Rally heads to Mejillones and an electrifying competition in the bikes category, where all eyes are on Pablo Quintanilla. He holds a mere 7-second advantage over Kevin Benavides in the general classification. In the quads, Ignacio Casale is dominating the competition, as is Antonio Osbun in the cars. The third day of racing, Wednesday the 16th of August. The rally moves from Taltal to Mejillones, both cities in the heart of the Atacama Desert. The caravan has to cover 349 kilometers. It's another perfect day for the Chilean riders and drivers. Wins for Pablo Quintanilla in the bikes, Ignacio Casale in the quads, and Antonio Osbun in the cars means they all lead their general classifications. The Uscuana rider has won the Atacama Rally 4 times and is hungry for another title. The Chilean stretched his lead over Paulo Gonçalves of Honda HRC to 3 minutes and 34 seconds. The worst incident came during the rest period. After arriving in Mejillones, Quintanilla was handed a 2-minute penalty for speeding in a speed-restricted area while riding out.
Ha sido una etapa durísima la de hoy. 350 kilómetros, pero muy peligrosos. Los caminos estaban muy rotos, había muchas piedras, muchas cortadas. La verdad que se trabajó mucho.
In the quads category, there was an intense battle for the top spots between Peruvian Alexis Hernandez, Dutchman Kees Colin, Chilean Ignacio Casale, and Paul Rafael Sonic.
This was a very nice track. I think you did a lot of parts of the Dakar from a few years ago. And it's very tough, it's very hard, you have to be fit, so that's what I like. So it's really good.
In the cars category, Argentine Emiliano Spataro of Renault started badly with some mechanical issues, but was able to beat out overall leader Chilean Antonio Osbun.
Esta era una etapa que era absolutamente para los autos como el de Emiliano y del Juan Carlos y nada, hasta hace 40 kilómetros veníamos en la punta y haciéndoles diferencia.
The third day of the Atacama Rally is over. The competition in the bikes category is really heating up. Pablo Quintanilla and Kevin Benavides are neck and neck in the fight for the overall lead. A minute here or a penalty there could be all that matters. Ignacio Casale has more breathing room in the squads category as he gobbles up the desert kilometers on his Yamaha. Antonio Osbun, meanwhile, is overcoming problems with his alternator, but still leads the way in the overall standings. Day 4. The stage runs from Mejillones to Tocopilla and Iquique. This was the most demanding stage of the Atacama Rally. 375 kilometers of special stage, linking 3 of the most important cities in Chile's Norte Grande region. In the bikes category, there was a huge upset. Argentine Kevin Benavides took the stage win, knocking Chilean Pablo Quintanilla off the top spot in the general standings by just 2 seconds.
Aquí los últimos 70 kilómetros en las dunas de Iquique, bueno, un poco más como en casa, porque entreno cerca de aquí, así que bueno, pero muy contento.
With this result, the Husqvarna rider was handed a 2-minute penalty for speeding in a restricted area and set out on Friday, chasing the Argentine rider, knowing he had to catch him if he was to win that coveted 5th Atacama Rally title.
Me perdí ahí buscando un waypoint, pero lo pude encontrar. Pensé que los demás me habían alcanzado, pero parece que todos tuvieron problemas. La verdad que estuvo muy complicada la última parte. Pero bueno, contento de haber terminado, de haber marcado todos los waypoints y bueno, nos queda un día más de carrera.
Ignacio Casale showed once more that he is the king of the Chilean desert after winning by 5 minutes and 58 seconds from Pole Rafal Sonic, stretching his overall lead over Dutch rider Kees Kolen and Peruvian Alexis Hernández.
Ahora estoy contento porque he hecho una muy buena etapa y nada, creo que he hecho mucha diferencia con mis rivales, que esa era la idea.
In the cars category, for the 3rd stage of the Codasur Cross Country Rally South American Championship, Antonio Osbun won again and remained sole leader with a 40-minute, 29-second advantage over Argentine Emiliano Spataro. The countdown begins to the final stage of the Atacama Rally. This stage will decide who reigns supreme over the driest and most dangerous desert on Earth. Friday, the 18th of August, 10 in the morning, the riders and drivers gather at Pampa Perdiz, near the township of Alto Hospicio, just outside Iquique. The leaders in the bikes category are making the final adjustments to their machines. This will be a special day for Pablo Quintanilla and Kevin Benavides, who are both vying for the title.
Son 160 kilómetros lo que nos esperan, de un poco de caminos, valle, dunas. Así que bueno, estamos muy peleados en la general, así que habrá que salir a hacer lo mejor posible.
Las carreras, estamos acostumbrados a vivir este tipo de situaciones, así que nada, estoy tranquilo, voy a salir a hacer mi carrera, concentrado en la navegación y nada, espero.
The Chilean rider had a moment to relax in the build-up to the race. The riders are accompanied by fans, such as these 2 siblings, who have come dressed as their idols. Big brother as Chilean rider Quintanilla and little sister as Laia Sanz.
Fue una idea que se me ocurrió y con los chiquillos de AMD Design, que son los que le hacen la ropa al Nacho Caniquique, nos apoyaron, nos trajeron acá, nos hicieron su ropita.
The Chilean authorities were also on the scene. The sports minister, Pablo Skela, shared a moment with the riders. He even participated in the official start of the last stage of the Atacama Rally. There were just 158.27 kilometers left for the Husqvarna rider to turn over the deficit and make history to get his hands on a 5th title. He threw everything he had at his Argentine rival from Honda HRC. Ignacio Casale just had to go through the motions to keep his lead and win the overall classification, just like Antonio Asbun. The closing day brought a moment for reflection for the race supervisors, the 3rd stage on the overall world circuit.
El rally viene saliendo muy bien. Han venido pilotos de la talla de Emiliano Espataro, que ha corrido el Dakar, y de Rodrigo Gutiérrez de Bolivia, con un equipo bastante importante como el Sud Racing, y que le dio un poco de jerarquía a este rally.
Sí, este rally es un rally que se ha ido formando y creciendo en el tiempo. Yo estaba en las últimas 2 ediciones como director de carrera.
From Pampa Perdiz in Alto Hospicio to Playa Lobito Beach, some 24 kilometers from the center of Iquique, expectations were at fever pitch, and in-race reports indicated that Pablo Quintanilla and Kevin Benavides were neck and neck in the battle for the title. Minutes passed and the doubts began to clear. A great finish for the Chilean meant that he came in over the 158 kilometers, 2 minutes and 23 seconds ahead of Benavides. His 5th Atacama Rally title was secured. And to add an extra gloss to the trophy, he was able to overcome his injury and win for the team after seeing his teammate, Frenchman Pierre Renet's accident up close.
Fue una carrera súper exigente, con un nivel muy alto. Los tiempos estuvieron muy apretados desde la primera etapa y eso nos obligó a ir siempre al límite, al 100%. Y nada, estoy muy contento por el resultado. Volver a la competencia con un primer lugar es más que bueno, estoy más que contento.
The surprise package came in the form of former junior world champion Ignacio Cornejo, who came in 12 seconds behind Quintanilla, 2nd in the stage and 7th in the overall standings.
De todas formas quería salir a dar lo mejor de mí en esta carrera y lo logramos. Ojalá pueda hacer más carreras internacionales, el Dakar ojalá.
But that wasn't all. Pablo Quintanilla moved up to 2nd in the overall world standings, just 6 points behind the leader Englishman, Sam Sunderland of KTM, with only 2 stages left on the international circuit. It was also Ignacio Casale's chance to celebrate as the Chilean rider won 4 of the 5 stages and came home with enough of an advantage to take 1st place.
He hecho una muy buena carrera, muy inteligente, muy estratégica, y espero imitar lo mismo en el próximo Dakar. Quiero ganar el Dakar nuevamente, traer el número 1 para Chile de nuevo.
And in the cars category, Antonio Asbun won an agonizing victory. He almost lost his whole lead after getting lost in the desert around Iquique and almost didn't get to the finish line. It was all good news for the Ministry of Sport, who accompanied the riders and drivers, and Pablo Skella even had the chance to try out Enrique Guzmán's bike, having been a teammate in his athletics team when they were younger.
Como ministerio apoyamos la competencia porque creemos que los deportistas chilenos se merecen el acompañamiento, se merecen el financiamiento. Este rally particularmente, que ya lleva un par de años desarrollándose de manera potente, con la participación de los mejores exponentes del mundo de la disciplina, y muy contento porque tenemos también a nuestros representantes ocupando los lugares más altos del podio en las distintas especialidades.
Estamos finalizando los 1800 kilómetros que iniciamos en Copiapó el 12 de agosto. Y felices de estar terminando en una de las dunas más lindas de Chile. La bajada de aquí de Lobito es especial y quisimos cerrarlo con un lujo también de invitado que era el ministro del Deporte, y contentos por el nivel de competidores que hemos tenido. Hacen que el Atacama Rally vaya creciendo año tras año.
Chilean champions and the best riders in the world together to close what has been a great 2017 Atacama Rally. More than 1,800 kilometers were covered through some of the toughest desert terrain on the planet. It is an extreme challenge that only the very best can take on.